I'm back. I finally made it. I got all my stuff. Wait, it's not muted, is it? Yay. And I remembered to change the name on the beginning opening Hey, I'll be here in a minute screen, which we forgot last time. Um, we. Royal we. Let's see. This is what we're working on today is Dalton the Dragon. Now, I'm not a stuffed animal maker by trade here. So, one of my friends is. I just happen to luckily have material almost the same as what was on the cover. So I'm guessing that we just need to get going. Here's where I'm at the, I probably should have made photocopies of these so that I could make it again. And then the other part of me is going, will I ever make this again? No. I don't know. All right, we should probably put a chat question on here. Good evening. What's a good question? You ever made a stuffy? And let's see if I can pin it. I know just enough to get in trouble, to be fair, right? So this isn't gonna ruin it. What the hell am I worried about? Okay, we're gonna just cut it out. So the stuffy friend was looking at the pattern today, and can I make that stupid thing go? No, right. I think it's just on my side anyway. I got halfway home yesterday and realized the bin with the pattern in it was still at the shop. I went to look for buttons and I needed to get the poly-fil and come to find out I needed a little bit of stabilizer. I'm thinking if they're not too hard, I could probably make another one. And then the other part of me goes, sure, radio. I'll just pile the garbage on my dinner plate. Not that it was gourmet, but it's food. What did everybody have for dinner tonight? Because I'm sure it was better than my PBJ. Mm, 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 mm. We should take a bet and see how many episodes we think this is going to take. Maybe two. It's rare to have one as big as the mountain. Oh, I don't know. There's some bigger quilts in that bin. Those might be meatier. And who knows? I can go back to the mountain one when I have all the pieces made. And then we could do a class where I'm hooking up all the pieces, or a video on where I'm piecing it all together. Too bad you can't post like an image to a playlist. I mean, I suppose I could change my thumbnail, but it'd be nice to say, like the tightrope, be able to put a picture of it done and quilted and bound. Wonder if I could end something, do like a photo at the end of the stream, add it like an end screen or something. I don't know. I think it would be neat to be able to show you guys. Keeps me accountable in the don't let it just hang out as a UFO top now forever. Okay, got that out of the way. I certainly hope there's enough green because this is really what I've decided I want this little dude to be. So tomorrow's the big wedding. Can't believe it. I remember him as a little kid running around this house and going to ride the Polar Express. What's it saying? Who's talking? Hi, Made by Misty. Maybe just do a 30-second short. Oh, I haven't played with shorts. I'm guessing it's just like uploading a video or doing a live, huh? Welcome. Where are you from? That might work. I know just enough that things should be able to work a certain way, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna probably delete something I shouldn't. Hi from Tampa. My sister's in Florida. How's the weather there today? Better than here, probably. I mean, it wasn't bad, but weather's better there. How'd you find me? Did you just randomly come across me, or did I pop up, or you follow a link, or it's so new, I don't know how everybody's finding me. Let's see how this Stuffy turns out. Maybe that needs to work that way. I don't know. I was thinking about all these cameras and lights I should be doing. My son made a valid point that I probably need to upgrade the computer because it's not like I planned on doing this when I bought it. I planned on doing embroidery. And I should probably turn that a little bit more. All right, did my shortcuts disappear? You can't quit. On a live tab that I pop in. Weather's right. It is, I'm sure, nice for some cooler weather. I try to just say it would be nice, like you, instead of, gee, I wish it was, because, it's a couple months into the rain, then I'm going to wish it was sunny again. Okay, materials needed. Uh-huh. Okay, I don't know how to find dark brown jumbo rickrack without having to buy a whole spool, and I don't want to do that. It doesn't sell in the shop for me to do that. Cut out the necessary pieces. All right, I'm going to ask a stupid question. Do I hook this on the front side or the back side? What was that noise? Um, Sarasota, I believe. Sarasota. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Cut the necessary pieces as shown from fabric and fusible interfacing pin. Interface into the wrong side. I don't really know that it matters. I'm gonna go with it doesn't matter. He seems pretty symmetrical. Cut 2. Fabric A and 2 fabric B. Oh, it's the ears. Okay. Maybe I should do the big pieces first. So, what this channel is basically a stitch and bitch, I guess. So, I have 20 of my UFOs. I have numbered them and I put them in an app in my tablet that's like the Wheel of Fortune spinner. and we spin and get a project to work on, and then we put it together. The problem is a couple fold. I'm in my house, so there could be interruptions. I have four dogs. I have an elderly dog. Sometimes, sometimes that's an issue. I have grown kids that live at home. I have a husband. A leaf will move and my dogs will bark. There's four of those. On Gen X, I swear like a sailor with a trucker dialect. So I occasionally have an alcoholic drink. I occasionally take a hit off of my vape pen. And I decided that if Gen X can have everything else, they can have quilting too. And I should have done that 2 layers. God, I gotta start reading and not just talking. I want to fold it. I want to do that. We can goofily make it work. Yeah, I quilt. This is not my forte. Eek. Yeah, I really wasn't able to usually get better than that. Well, we're going to hope there's a lot of prep work because I don't know what to do about the rickrack. I've seen where somebody has taken like strips of fabric and folded it so the raw edges were on the inside and then somehow almost made their own rickrack. I don't know how they did that. And of course, when I Googled how to make your own rickrack, I get how to attach rickrack to everyday things. Um, cool. That's not what I want. Where's stitching and bitching? That's my forte. You know, I'm gonna stand up. I don't have a small one, do I? Nope. Let's see. Let's move that. So we're probably bad, Michael.
Hmm?
It's anywhere from, I don't know, 20 to 43.
Okay, yeah. So we can look at some stuff. I don't know what's running and other things, but I can sit down and do it. Some stuff on there.
I don't want to use these. They are acting bad. Maybe I finally killed them.
One of the things we can do to help it out is we can turn off some programs on startup for what there's probably some things that are running in the background that don't actually need to be running.
Okay.
But yeah.
I mean, I closed all my windows except the
No, yeah, but
YouTube and then shrunk that.
Yeah, but things run in the background. Like stuff like Windows Defender is always running in the background, right? So, and that's going to use like 15% of your CPU, like just flat all the time. And so, like, there's other things that could be running in the background. Things that like may not need to be running.
Okay.
But
Okay. Get it close. That would be my expert advisor. Not sure how much of curve to get with that. Bias. I might be able to do it on bias. That's a good idea. But it's the don't know if you can see on that. That's never clear. It never focuses quite well. Let me change screens. It's for the spines on his back. I don't know. And I've had Rick Rack at the shop. It just, there's not enough uses for it. And the light shifted on me. So I do have, oh, and now it's back. I guess I'll be having to figure that out too. Okay. Ouch. Pins are sharp. PSA. Hi, Alex. How's it going? I'm working on Dalton, and I can tell you I'm not happy with my scissors right now. They're being, I might have finally killed them. I mean, they're 13 years old. So now I'm just trimming extra with my rotary. So all I have to do is use my small scissors to finalize it. All right, so we've got a body. Bias tape might, yeah. And then I can see something in my head, but trying to find the right terminology to find it online because I've seen it. I've had a quilt in the shop with it. What I'm thinking of. They didn't like the fabric for a challenge, and they cut so much and looped them. And if I could remember which freaking person submitted that one, then I could probably ask her. Do I remember? No. Okay, cut two fabric A and two lightweight interfacing. All right, so now that this is smaller, what's everybody working on tonight? Or nothing? Or how was your day? How's your week been? I get off work early tomorrow to go to a wedding. No, it is not a Funky Friends pattern. Although I have attempted to make the dogs in that and have managed to fuck up the ears because it is easy to do. It is, it's upside down for me though. Sweet Briar Sisters. Yeah. I'm not sure if I can still get the pattern. Um, if I can put a link in my website or in the notes on this. And then I can special order it for anybody as long until it's not available anymore. So all of my little good small scissors are missing. Sadly, I think I know roughly where they are. We occasionally are cutting knots off of, ear hair or withers on the dogs. And they're nice and sharp, so we grab those. This is for a cellmate bag. Ooh, and a swalk bag. Getting ready to. Ooh, I don't know what those are. We should look those up. I want to see this cellmate bag. It's got to be a cell phone bag, but I love the double meanings. Mine, mine is called Dalton the Dragon. That there, that envelopes. I swear, this looks like a 2-year-old is cutting this. I'm like, maybe I'll put my tablet here and we'll look it up. Because I'm curious. Seeing how much prep work this is. Maybe it'll be 3. I do have to be working on the mountain still. And I keep trying to get a new category on my website for shop samples so that when these kind of things are all done, I can post them in there for you guys. Damn thing isn't coming up. I make the category, but it never shows up on the homepage. Okay, well, done is better than perfect. Let's try it. Maybe do a tiny up close one. We just got a pretty new wine back in today. Okay, that's 2 of this guy. He's gonna need some cut out of rickrack, or not out of rickrack, out of Shapeflex 2. I want to ship to that. I suppose I can. Might as well get the bitch of a piece to cut out first, right? Mini bags. Okay, wait. I missed one. Correct. The cell phone purse. Swalk looks like an envelope making both out of cork and fabric lining. I've been quilting for years, but past 6 months I've been addicted to bag making. It goes through waves, but I can tell you that I did too many bags in a short period of time, like 15 years ago. And I still cringe if I have to make a bag, which is sad because I'll get the bag done and go, well, that wasn't so bad. But I'm like, no, let me do another bag. We have a little, it's called 13 Nights on the River. And every summer in August, I believe, well, it would have to be July and August, June, July, August, 13 weeks would be too. So it start earlier. Um, we have live music and vendors, food and stuff down at our river, our waterfront in my little town. And I was going there for some reason. Okay. Maybe if I put more pins, it'll be less of a bitch. Okay. Hey, more pins help. If I did a lot of this sort of thing, anyway, we were a vendor at the thing, and I did so many bags that it was just, I'm done. If I did a lot of this sort of thing, I think I would get a small, like a 18 or 28 millimeter rotary cutter and use pattern weights. I might even magnetize the mat and do it that way. But I have all the shit in my bins that we need to do something on. Oh, you don't see Dalton. Sure, go right ahead. Post away. And then I'll try to add it to my description in case anybody else needs that. Hey, my old dog, you okay there? Well, I guess that lets you know how long Dalton has been in my cupboard. Oh, together with the fabric, it's just been sitting in a bag. He has made it on probably 6 different retreats. And I never, I never pull him out, which is partially why I put him on the damn list. Besides that, dragons are so fucking popular right now. Cut, 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 cut. How's that going there? Let's get that dip and get this out of the way. Hey, this cut out much better than the part that anybody will see. Sad, huh? Okay. Okay, the old dog is walking. I try to time this when she's fallen asleep after dinner and before she starts pacing and getting pissy about wanting to go to bed. She's a freaking princess. All right, this was Dragon Body cut to a fabric and cut to a lightweight interfacing. I'm done with this piece. Chicka-cha. All right, let's see. The head and the belly are very similar. And I'm using a fake suede, so I gotta think about that as we do this. One a fabric bead plus lightweight interfacing. How is this gonna cut? I'm gonna have to break down and get myself a new pair of scissors. Good. Because if you look right here, they're all, I don't know if the light will show all the divots in it. My puppies got a hold of it because he used to come to the shop. Yeah, they're running around with freaking scissors. We had a playroom at the time, and there were My Little Ponies in there. And that's what one of your unboxing videos from a few months ago. Very nice. Nice. Ricky, stay here. Anyway, where the fuck was I going before I turned around and decided to read what everybody was talking about? Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on low heat. Go ahead and try to put some shape flicks on the back of this. Well, I wonder why on the leg. Well, I'm not sure how you would get it to me. You could find me on Facebook, not under material or not under the Feral Quilter. Is there a way to send? chat, notes, messages. That word. On YouTube, I don't think there is. You can always find us on Facebook under Material Magic Studio. Gee, it's not as floppy when I put more pins. Okay. Do, 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 do. Actually, I think my sister's going to be here on Monday. Okay. All right, we've got one suede belly. And now let's turn that. Well, that's good and low. Shape flex. I hope I have enough to do everything that needs it. Let us. I might have some here somewhere too, but let's cut out the things besides the body that needs it. Well, let's just see how much we've got, right? I need one of these and yeah, I just eyeballed and cut some. Guess what? I didn't cut enough. All right, well, we'll have to cut the other pieces out, and then I betcha I have some floating around here. I just wasn't positive. So I cut out the chunk. All right, cut 4. So let's fold this. And we can do 2 at a time. Well, it's sad that the pattern's not available anymore. Because with the popularity of dragons, I would think it could really sell. Somehow our lives turn into us all trying to figure out how to do something, right? Scrap queen theory. I was a better at that. You do get burned. It's horrid. I'm like, I really don't ever want to make it back again, which is sad because there's a couple of them in the UFO list because of that. And then all we had was people going, I'm gonna just go to Walmart. God, you charge a lot for that. Like we were doing a Amy Butler, it was an Amy Butler bag, and it was fucking huge. But they were cool. It made a good diaper bag too. And I'm like, I've only charged for materials. No time, no nothing. people in general don't get how much this is. You know, somebody was watching something yesterday. I have to go back and figure out where I saw it. But it was talking about, and I don't know if it was on one of those, hey, women don't get enough credit kind of things, but it was art. If it's made, art is made, you make it. But if basically a woman's doing it, or you have to sew it, maybe it's if you have to sew it, it is no longer looked at like a piece of art. It is now a craft, and people don't want to pay that for crafts. And I know all of you have seen some fantastic quilts. There's some quilts out there. Nope, I don't know how to do it. You're amazing. I'm not worthy. Just about the time I start thinking I'm fairly good at what I do, then I'll run across somebody's work, and I'm like, nope, nope, I got a long way to go. Mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna have to cut this out 3 times because there was just enough in this piece to get one, but it wasn't doubled. So I hope the weather ends up perfect tomorrow. I mean, it's, of course, you hope for that on a wedding anyway, but fucking it. It's at 4:30 at night. Not that that's late, but that's the hottest part of the damn day. And it's basically outside. Hi, Scully. You are not climbing over here like that. Yeah, hi. I see you. Can I reach over and pat your nose? Boop! I booped your nose. You can't come that way. That's why I've got shit there. Uh, Do I have to make sure that I... Oh, I didn't think about that. So if I've got one like this, I need to do one like that. Okay. I almost messed that up. Remaking it again? Oh, okay. I mean, I knew you were going to do the leather when I did. I don't have the whole story. And that's okay. I'll get it eventually. The old dog is walking around. I got your link on the leather stuff, so thank you for that. All right, that's one I have to cut out. Yeah, that's right. Yay. And one of this. I did finally do a Judy Niemeyer. That was one of my bucket list ones. I like me some paper piecing, so. Okay, let's see if we can get a crease out of this. I had some girls stop in the shop today. They were from Federal Way area. Said that they were going to tune in tonight. That one had. Hopefully they'll pop on. They were a hoot. If the old dog comes up to me, I'll pick her up so you guys can see her. You got to figure out what to do. You know that you have the RSVPs for the wedding, and my son was working every Saturday. He is a delivery driver, and every Saturday evening for Sunshine for pizza. And now he sees the signs for the wedding, and he's like, "Oh, I can come. I will go up and watch the wedding, and I won't stay for the reception, but I I had to ask my friend if there's going to be room for him. I don't really know. I don't really know. I asked the other kid if he wanted to go, and he said no. I didn't ask this one because I have this straight edge open for turning. Okay, cut 4. Okay, and then she gave me a recommendation of an interfacing 2. Damn, how many more pieces do I have to get out of here? This is gonna be close. Okay, so wait, no. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't fuck any of this up. That's a no-go right there. Go, no go for lunch. We've got about here's breath of extra room here. Ouch. Owie. How far did you piece? It usually happens when it's something that I'm being super careful and I pin the shit out of, and I'm afraid, I've done all these pinning to make sure that it's not going to slip, and then you look and you've taken out all your pins and sewed nothing. And there's Dusty. The edge of my desk here is, we have a sunken room here. I'm in the sunken room, and this desk is pushed up against the step. And on the step, right on the edge, is a queen size mattress because it wasn't a Murphy bed. And then we didn't like the upright Murphy bed, and we're going to change to a sideways one. I don't know what to call it. Landscape? Sure. And so right now the mattress is just sitting there. But it's, a step higher. It's like 10 inches higher. And so the dogs will walk up right to the edge and stick their nose on the table. I'm like, you can't climb up here. No hopping. I was able to boop a nose though. Well, ISO on a 301A, there's no fucking alert on that either. I had a passport though. No, my mom had a passport. I had, it was kind of pinky. Um, hmm, there's Waddy. What's Waddy doing? Huh? What you doing, McWatterson? Ooh, I'm gonna be able to. I turned it around. Look how close I can get it. Yahoo! Oh, move the pins. Who was it? It was up here a little bit. Scrap Queen. Did you see that they were filming, or not filming? They played Harry Potter in the movie theater yesterday. Was it an anniversary or something? I was kind of, when I heard about it, I'm like, I kind of want to go. But we didn't close until 5. That just didn't work. Kind of wanted to go. You hear they're redoing Goonies? This is not the area to piss off some people. They better not fuck it up. We are diehard about our Goonies. There's a few movies I could totally agree with you that need to be remade. I don't know that Goonies hits that list. It's kind of a, it's not broken. Don't fucking fix it. Can't you come up with some new things to do movies about instead of remaking all the old shit? It'd have been neat to see it again in the big theater. They do the Star Wars ones every now and then. My kid goes to those. Okay, got 4. And then we're gonna need some. We're gonna need 2 of each type of interface, according to my friend. Okay, we're gonna just put that there. Let's go ahead and finish cutting these. There's there's gonna be more. I mean, nobody even talks about the one with Jar Jar Binks in it anymore. I know there's a lot of private stuff being done. My husband watches all these fan made stuff. Some of it's pretty good. You couldn't make it halfway through, why? Because it sucked? It did kind of suck. I expected better, but I like Ortega, so. Are you watching Wednesday? Love Wednesday. And Only Murders in the Building is coming back. What are you doing, Scully Willy? Yeah, I didn't think they were, but yeah, to be real honest, I don't even think the first one was very good. I know. I said it. I did say it. Of course, I dropped this and the end I'm gonna need fell furthest away. There's a few out there. Now, I love all of the weird hocus pocusy kind of stuff. And yet there's still some out there that I haven't seen. Yay. All right. Want to meet her? Where's the mouse? Okay. Hang on. Hi. Yeah, it's Mama. Hi. This is Miss Daisy. And she's almost, well, she's 15 and a quarter. November, she'll be 15 and a half. And it's her way or the highway. Hmm? She deserves it. All right. And she walk around. Ooh, no falling. Nope, nope. We're not doing that shit. Really? That's a cute idea. That's a cute idea. Seems like the only things that I've named that I've stuck with the name, I use it, not, oh yeah, I named it something, I know, don't remember kind of thing, is this little sewing machine here that I use on this. And that's named Jackie because I bought the machine from Jackie and then she passed. So I just named it Jackie. My friend named the long arm Betty because it was her mom's and her mom's name is Betty. We decided that that wouldn't be horrible because she didn't call her Betty, she called her mom, so it wouldn't make her feel bad. And my big ass machine at the shop technically has a name. I don't know that I use it, but my friend made a vinyl sticker that I put on it, and its name is Cookie. Yeah, nobody said I was normal. Okay, cat one. All right, we're not doing interfacing really yet. Well, that one we did, so maybe we can just turn up. Now, can we eke? Can we eke it out? All right, what do we got? We've got three things: dragon foot bottom, dragon arm, and dragon ear. So let's tuck that right there. Dang it. It lost its head. R2D2 C3PO. Scanning cat is R2D2. And then there's a sewing machine. It's too cute. I like trying to name my car. That never stuck. I mean, I will still pet her and tell her what a badass she is when she gets me out of a tricky situation. She doesn't technically have a name. My seam ripper, I named mine too. His name is Chuck because I want to check what I'm working with, typically, when I have to use it. Right? We have such a relationship with our seam rippers that I think that's important. Now, I also have been using ChatGPT a lot, and I feel like he needs a name. Sometimes he's very helpful. Sometimes he's an asshole. Which is typical, which makes me think it needs to be a boy name, if you get my meaning. Okay, make this one go this way. We are going to have just enough fabric. I think they made it's now I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I think they went a little cheesy with Wednesday. I mean, you don't just pack dueling swords. First of all, they wouldn't have brought it to the school anyway, let alone bring it camping. Oh my God. And slurp. Oh, I laughed so fucking hard. Slurp. I love it. All right. That should be 4 of those. And I need just 2 of each of these. So should I think about saving a little fabric just in case? Probably wise. You know, I'm gonna fuck something up. And I've had this, I think it's Michael Miller. I think it's their dumb dot. The names that they come up with shit, I swear. This size dot was called. They had a bunch of dots. But this basic size. Aha! That staggered. Let's do it on this. So we're sure we get it all. They are my stormtroopers. Vader. Obi-Wan. Oh, nice. I have a friend that will freaking love that. I'm going to share that with her, if and you don't mind. She is a huge Star Wars fan, and so was her husband. Her husband's been gone a couple of years now, and she's, oh God, it's longer than I think. It's probably 5 now. And her husband went to school with my husband and my bestie's husband. So she has latched onto us, and she is a freaking Star Wars nut. All right. We managed to save a nice little chunk. Look at that. There was a minute there I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I was like, we have to punt. And that was a topic with a customer at one point. The other dogs I have had names when we got them. Nice. I keep trying to name my dogs characters out of my books. So Scully was almost Scout, almost Butters. Uh, she was really almost Butters. I wanted a dog named Paisley, but Paisley is a print and Scully is a solid color dog. So I couldn't do it. It didn't work. That, and I knew because of the way COVID was and that I worked outside the home and my husband stayed at home, that the dog was going to latch onto him. And if I have a dog named Paisley, she has to be all mine. I hope he's going to be cute. He's going to be a little dorky, and that's okay. Because we're all a little. One of the ears is going to wig different than the others. I mean, it's just a given, right? I'm not the hugest Green fan, but I looked at that cover and went, I have them. I have them. And I had bought the fake suede stuff to do some messenger bags. They stand the test of time, that's for sure. And so I had this teddy bear brown. Okay. One dead um one dead pin. Like, here's where I get bad because I'm like, "Oh, if I was paper piecing, I could get no, damn it, don't save it." I saved a couple of big pieces in case I needed to do a patch. Okay, so shit. I need to think. How come nobody talks about the Jar Jar Binks one? Everybody was fucking talking like him for a while, and now nobody could care less. I mean, I still think the original three are the best, and that's going to be one of those. Depends on when you were fucking born. But I had fun with a couple of those. Okay, let's get some scissors. And like I should set him someplace. It's fucking opposite. Everything I attempt to do to put something in frame, I end up going the opposite direction. Now he can just hang out in the corner. So if you're doing the leather quilt, what do you do for the back? Because the leather isn't going to breathe, and it's basically now a weighted blanket. You have something fuzzy on the other side? Aye, aye. Hey, pins are still sharp. And I forgot to ask Bree for some pellets so that we can. Here, well, we're gonna have to shake that up a little bit, I think, because what we're going to do is do one Decker Bond and one Shape Flex per wing. And of course, I just cut them like I would normally do. Will be just fine. I just gotta do it. I just gotta use my brain for a minute, and I've already worked all day, so that's asking them. Whoops. Let me move back over to chat. Somebody said something. Okay, the white tooled embossed leather that matches the red. Oh, I was gonna say that is not gonna be fun to cut longer. I can't wait to see pictures. Well, I forgot how to do that. There's oh, ear ringing. Let's get this armed. I was starting to get some pretty cool ideas. We were gonna do a remodel, and being me in my brain, I decorated the whole house. I knew what I wanted where. I was starting to even consider the artwork. And one of the things was going to be some sort of textile. And yeah, it was going to end up being multimedia. Probably look like shit. But I don't have that. Remodel didn't happen. Art project never happened either. Okay. We need 4 light waves. See, we don't have very much. So maybe at some point I will step to the, oop, don't fall. Step to the side and see if I have some more interfacing in my own stash. Damn it, that was there for a reason. And then I covered them up anyway. See? Craziness. All right. I don't know how far we're going to get today. We're probably just going to be just doing this, really. Getting, can I make it? Ooh, just, um, getting prepped. Okay, so I have a playlist for this. It's not, um, it's still private for Dalton. When I get done tonight, this will slip over into the Dalton playlist. And why can I only think of the movie TV show Dallas when I say Dalton? I don't know why. I don't even think there was a Dalton in there. That's what I think. I'm telling you, if you could, like in the movies when you can hook electrodes up to someone's head and see the person's thoughts, that'd be fucking scary. Somebody did that to me. Then you'd all get it. You fucking nuts. Oh my gosh. My brain bounces from subject to subject. Like barely even, you could barely get an image on screen before my change my thought direction to something else. That's how I keep it all straight. So I might do some additional lives and just put them like in a miscellaneous folder because I like have to pattern test some things. So it's not really part of the UFOs. But all right, evidently I gotta be really effing careful with this pressing of the stuff on the back of the leather. Oh, I gotta cut a couple ears out of the leather still. All right, dragon foot 4. It is one of the easier pieces to sew, probably. Foot bottom. That needs to be. Oh, I cut it out of the wrong thing. That's supposed to be leather. The foot bottoms. And the chest. Which one is the chest? Really? Oh, good. Never mind. I did it. Thought I did it wrong. All right. I do need to change this. That's not needed. But I still had space, right? Lightweight. If this I need. I need one of these. So can I do something weird like this and get a lot in a small space? So I started trying to befriend the crows at work. I always hear people having some sort of relationship with the crows where they leave you trinkets and you leave them things, and I fucking want that. So I have shelled peanuts or peanuts in shell peanuts. Um, and I've had water out because of it being hot for all the animals, but the crows have been hanging around yesterday and the day before. They were strangely absent today. I hope I didn't piss them off. All I did is leave them stuff and change the water. My luck, I fucking doomed myself for the rest of my life and my children's lives because you never forget. Hey, Christy, how's it going? We're just cutting out Dalton. And we're going to attempt to press something on on the back of fake suede. It's kind of nylon-y though, so I've got the iron turned way down and we're just letting it cool down. I'm cutting other things. All right, what's this now? One of fabric and one of lightweight. Where's, oh my God. Oh, there it is. You know what? When it lays on top of itself, it's almost unfindable. Yay. All right. So, oh, I don't know what that bling is. Oh, weird. It's got my headphones that are connected with the mic. When the computer gets alerts, it dings. It can't tell me that one of you guys said something, but it can fucking tell me that, I don't know, that Google wants my thoughts on something. I don't care. Okay, okay, we're gonna see how that goes. Oh yeah, gotta cut wings and stuff too. Yeah, I just do not have enough interfacing, so I'm gonna sneak a peek at my stash. Oh, wrong switch. Getting dark out, so it's getting dark over my shoulder. So I'm gonna turn on another light. What are you planning on doing tonight, Christy? We've talked about naming things like our machines and seam rippers. I'm gonna need to name something awesome. Maybe that's what I should call the AI dude. He needs a name because it's kind of a prick at times. It'd be perfect. I think it's gonna be awesome. They might get left. Them dogs. All right, 2 and 4. I don't know that I can get all 4. Oh yeah, I can get all. Not now. That would be Watson. If you can hear her. It's all the prep work. It's partially why I don't love doing these, I think. Sometimes you just got to be in the mood for a puzzle, and then putting these together is intriguing. Sometimes not. All right. Well, we were able to get all 4 of the arms. Arms. Thank you. Oops, I put something on his face. I'm sorry. I got one. You can see him a little more. Alright. I'm doing a crappier and crappier job as I go. All right. There's 4 of those and 4 of those. Did this stick? Yes. Did it damage it? No. Yay! Alright. I had a piece of interfacing. Where would I be? Not there. Yay! I have some. Okay. This was a miscut. Sun fabric. That I still need to cut. That needs a sharps container. Alright, let's try it this way. The weirdest way I've ever done it, but it's what's gonna fit. Alright. It's not exactly shaped like it's a stuffed animal. It's okay. Okay, so I do need 2 of that. And I need 4 of that. That one's done, that one's done. And I need wings. What's this? Okay, and 2 of those. Alright, we have to cut some more of the fake leather shit too. So let's just do a line. Hey, Christy, being as you're local too, and Scrap Queen, Queen Scrap Queen, Scrap Queen. Yeah, sorry. Um, have you seen brown jumbo rickrack for sale anywhere? Because if I'm gonna make Dalton the same colors as this guy, just because I was able to out of chance, I would like some brown jumbo rickrack. I suppose I could coffee dye a lighter taupe or tan. See, damn it. Now I need my glasses. I went on Etsy thinking I'd be able to get just a yard from somebody, but I found found what I was looking for, put it in the cart, $1.75. It was over $5 to ship it. To which I promptly canceled it. I wonder, that might be big enough. Like $7 for the spines of a dragon. I mean, if he was an Imperium dragon from Fourth Wing, maybe. But, nope. Right, so that's a foot. That's the wrong color foot, but that's still a foot. Oh, all right. If I don't absolutely hate the process, I could make other colors. It'd be cool. I could use that um oh, that cork fabric would be adorable as his belly and feet. Oh no. Right, so maybe I didn't like read it, obviously, at work. Or I wanted whoops, what a mess. That looks like a piano. Eek. So I went back to the Heartstriker Dragon books. I had done the first book and ran out of credits. They're pretty good. I'd like to see how they're going to get out of this stinking mess right now. You know, that's an angle. Let's see what I need. That one works. Needs to be pressed. That one works. It needs to be pressed. That means I need. Okay, so that's fine. That's the way it would need to be. I can do like this. Okay. Yeah, I made that way harder than it needed to be, probably. Bear with me. I worked all day. Well, I thought I was going to go live, which I still might. Don't go live until all 4 panel sessions. Well, I thought about working on some of my stuff in between. And I'm like, no, that's kind of the whole point of what I'm doing here. So we work on it together. Basically, it's a stitch and fetch stuff. And I'm okay with that too. Um, I wonder how much smaller this pattern is now than when I started. Yay. I'm so glad I thought of that though. Holy moly. That's gonna work. Can't believe that's gonna fit right there. We do have to cut some more sweetie shit. The feet. I'll have to cut wings. And if I cut it folded, then I'll have the right ones for the wings. This should be all four of those. Okay, done. Now those need to be pressed, but I've already got one. So this is the last one. Hmm. There we go. Yeet. Okay, that's it for ears. Look, we've got most of it done. Oh my goodness. So let's pile our ears the way they need to be. And then maybe I'll move the mat over here and press over here. That's that. Where's this pattern piece? I need two of these. I've already got one, and then we gotta do wings. Oh, yeah. Passed a bunch of rescue vehicles heading into St. Helens from the Scappoose side, coming in that way, and one of them turned downtown, like towards the fire department. Lights and sirens going. Pastel rainbow jumbo work on red. My color. I wonder if I could dye that dark enough. Thank you for looking. It's I got one of those things in my head too though, where I'm like, I know I've seen something, but I'm not sure I can remember enough to figure it out. Maybe I need to get some scraps. I got plenty. And just try my idea. Should go to the smaller side. It's wrinkly. We should press it. Well, fuck. Let's do that again, shall we? All right. Like that. It's the will I have it in time for the live that needs to have it? Or do we do a on hold until it arrives and then goes back? That's possible too. I mean, realistically, I could buy if I for the price I could have gotten a yard off of Etsy. I could buy a whole spool and sell it at the shop. But nobody buys it. Not everything needs rickrack. Contrary to what that one video I found was saying. And maybe I'm racking my brain for something other than rickrack that would be cool. Because it's just a suggestion. I don't want to make a fringe, but I could make a spine blade length to basically a flange. I don't know. I don't like the idea of that. Okay, so here's the rest of that. Oh, and the feet, because I've already here. Lost it. Yep. Well, now we know how big cut our feet. What's up, Carol? Yeah. Okay. That's it. I'm doing my nails tonight for this here wedding. I think I'm gonna love this little leather look. What if it was a ruffle, for that matter? Could I make a ruffle out of this stuff? Because that's just basically a spine gather or flange gather. Hmm, that might work. Ruffle might be cool. Okay, let's get that. Get the iron on low. Okay, that I don't need that, but let's try this. How we doing for tonight? Oh my goodness, are we really at almost 2 hours? Time flies. All right. Well, my plan was to press all this anyway, so I'll stay live while I press all this. And then we're going to just call it. And then we'll work on assembly next time. Mhm. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'll be cutting another one of those. I had this one too. Okay, good deal. So that can go up in that corner. This can go up in this corner as well. That's not the ears. Ears are good. Ear. Oh, I have to cut ears too. I saw that coming. I will be getting my iron cleaner out. What is your guys' favorite iron cleaner? I prefer Bowen. It's like a chapstick. I'll put that there because I still need to cut some pieces. It's so you hold your iron and then you rub right on your iron where you need to clean it. Should probably bump it up in heat now that I'm not doing the funny stuff. Mhm. 2. Line these both. All right, we're gonna just. So I need to get pellets, weighted pellets, something for the spine, rickrack or the light. I've got something that should work for the buttons to hook the wings on. There you go. Oh, that's opposite. There we go. And then here is the thick wing. Here is the thick wing. Let's not repeat the same thing again, shall we? What a mess. Well, there won't be a problem being opposites, but it shouldn't. We're basically at a tough shit. That's the way it is. Wings. Okay. There we go. Hi, Miss Dusty. What are you doing? Yeah, all comfy. Gonna take a nap. I should have moved this over here doing the stupid cupcake half square triangles too. That might just get yeeted. I mean, it's Halloween fabric, but what am I gonna do with it? I might be able to combine it with something else, but all right. The arms are done. This is the head. I'm turning the iron because I fucked up the tip. Okay, clean it. All right, we're gonna do these guys and then call it. And I will go ahead and cut the other foot and fix that in the ears so that on the next live we're going to start piecing it. Okay, Goober that should be in sync. All right. You know, I don't know why, but I just wondered. I guess this color. I wondered if that funky friends, if they had one that was a gator. That'd be kind of fun. An alligator. Okay. All right, we're gonna call it for tonight. I will do those last couple ones and have it all ready for Monday-ish. I'll post like I did this time to let you know when that's going to be for sure. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. That was fun. So I will see you all next time. Bye.